All right. Thank you. So we're going to start with an award-winning video. This video has some special messages for you, Bruce, from your friends in the congregation, plus from one of our community leaders. And there will be a guest appearance by Madame Zamboni and her crystal ball. And for that, we are to thank Madame Zamboni's cameraman, Bill Anderson, also known as Igor. I don't know what that means. And we want to thank our multi-talented Angela Chu, who has woven all of these clips together. Okay.
Hello, my dears. I am Madame Zamboni, also known as Mam Zam, and I am here to help you celebrate the life of this fine young man, Minister Bruce. I, together with the help of my crystal ball, am here to give you a closer look at his life. Oh, and just in case you don't know, my many fans refer to me as the Mystic Madam of White Rock. Oh, in the best sense of the word, of course. Now, just to let you know, I have nothing to do with that bunch who do the double toil and trouble shtick with the eye of newt and the toe of frog. Just so you know, I am a card-carrying member of the SPCA, and no animal has ever been harmed in my work. I've certainly never used the eye of newt. Oh, those poor little things. So, no newts is good newts. Oh, I'm also known for bad jokes, too. Oh, before I polish up my crystal ball, I want to bring you further assurance of my reputation. So here is the Grand Poobah of White Rock, His Honor, His Worshipfulness, Mayor Darrell Walker, to provide his testimonial.
Thank you very much. I can only say that I've known Madame Zamboni for many, many years now. She is certainly one of White Rock's unique and unusual characters, and I can vouch for the fact that she has never used eye of newt or toe of frog. I'm aware that she's often making predictions about the city of White Rock, especially one that had a zip line running from the Bosa Towers to the pier. I'll say no more on her track record on that issue. On a more serious note, I'd like to commend Bruce for his service to the community through his ministry, First United Church, Third Space, and the Peninsula United. Thank you, Bruce, from the city of White Rock. Your community giving and what you've done with this community is very, very important to making us a community we all love so very, very much. And before we go, Madame Zamboni, I have to make you aware, the bylaw officers are going to drop by any day now. I understand that your business license is in arrears, so if you can do anything with your crystal ball, I'd suggest you get to it. And thanks again, Bruce.
Well, Mr. Mayor, my crystal ball and I are deeply offended. I will welcome your bylaw officer with open arms, and perhaps we may even discuss all this to do about Marine Drive. But I can assure you that there has been some mistake about my business license. I'm sure it's just a clerical error. Just a moment while I consult my administrative assistant. Igor, please stop playing your video games and get on the blower to the mayor. Otherwise, you'll soon be back in your old job as laboratory assistant. So difficult to get good help these days. Oh, now let me polish up my crystal ball. Let's see. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Things are becoming more clear now. Oh, and it needs to be clear because my crystal ball is taking me far away to Japan. And it's going back in time to February 8th, 1967. Oh, I see a beautiful baby boy in the arms of his parents, Glenn and Joyce. It's our lovely Bruce, and I can see that he is to be much loved by his family. Oh, wait! The crystal ball is again moving ahead in time. It is 1 year later, and the family is celebrating Bruce's first birthday. Something to do with a Korean custom called doljabi. Wait, I see several items are being placed in front of the baby. Ah, now I understand. The object picked up by the baby will foretell the child's future. Oh, I see a spool of thread and a pencil, some coins. Oh, and a book. And a book. Oh my, but the baby touches none of these objects. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh wait, one of the adults is replacing the children's book with a Bible. Ah, the baby is watching carefully. And then he reaches out and places his hand on the Bible. Well, that certainly is an accurate foretelling. Oh my goodness, because we know that Bruce has always placed his life in the hands of the Lord. Oh, now wait a minute. I see that his journey is taking on the path to ministry. There he is at VST, and he's accompanied by his lovely wife, Karen. Oh, the path is becoming clearer now. It's leading him to First United Church. Oh, wait, an image is appearing. Someone who wants to speak of Bruce's ministry at First United. I see someone who devotes her life to pastoral care, someone who is involved in healing touch and Reiki. Oh, it's our lovely Louise Bureau.
Bruce, one of my memories of your early days with us at First United was in a Pentecost Sunday service, and you were doing the children's story. And I remember you had attached these orange crepe paper streamers to the back of the communion table. And you must have had a fan behind the table, because all of a sudden these crepe paper strips started to wave around like tongues of fire. Quite the special effects, worthy of an award, I think. I think in the years that you've been with us, we have all appreciated your sense of humor from the pulpit and your refreshing ability to chuckle at yourself. There was one senior gentleman who had had a bad experience with ministers in the past, and he had always refused to speak with a minister. But he surprised his wife one day by going to you for support. So for this senior and many others, Bruce, you could do no wrong. And woe betide anyone who thought otherwise. Our pastoral care and healing committee meetings were very valuable and productive with you. As were my own monthly meetings with you to support me in my role as chair of our pastoral care and healing committee. And I received a lot of guidance from you in our various offerings, notably our prayer ministry. And I still use some of the principles and guidance that I got from you in those days for our current prayer ministry. I realized, looking back, that in those meetings with you, I received mentorship from you in being in church again, and I had been away from it for a long time. So that was a privilege, and I'm very grateful for that. I would be remiss if I didn't mention your presence with us in the small evening services that we had at that time, giving a message and praying for us, for different people who attended. And afterwards, always joining us for tea and goodies in the room down the hall. Your company was always appreciated. And I must mention your support and attendance at our Healing Touch and Reiki mornings. Sometimes you gave the meditation, and that support really helped us to continue that ministry after Kathy Matuziak retired. More recently at Peninsula United, I think we've all been blessed by your energy and enthusiasm as our caring and personable pastor, and by your fearless preaching on some of the more challenging theological topics such as being born again, and the resurrection. I know I have found those very helpful. Those of us who had the privilege of sharing our testimonies in services over the past months were very well supported by your helpful facilitation in the moments when we were delivering those messages. It is well known, Bruce, that you have offered your skills around technology to support many aspects of our church life. I'm afraid I am one of the notable exceptions, since I seem to find it easier to connect with God rather than with Zoom, but I really appreciate your patience with me in that regard. And finally, Bruce, I must close by noting that out of my endless supply of cats, you hold the record as the minister who blessed the highest number of my four-legged feline companions, and for your notable service, they appoint you their honorary godfather. You will be missed, Bruce. Blessings on your way.
Oh, what a lovely tribute. Thank you so much, dear Louise. I shall come by someday to visit you and have a little visit with your sweet little kitty Hamish. Oh, but back to my crystal ball. Ooh, it's starting to heat up now. Oh, my. I see that changes are coming to the United Churches on the peninsula. Now, what is this? I am seeing a large group of people moving around in a hall, and they're putting sticky wickies all over the walls. What kind of game is this? There are sticky wickies everywhere. Some say Semiamu, some say Quantland, some say Quomus. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see it now. They're choosing a name. Oh, but let me look more closely. Oh, and the biggest pile of sticky wickies says Peninsula United Church. Oh, Igor, please order us a pile of those sticky wickies and we can have a game tonight. Oh, the crystal ball is telling me that there are more changes coming. Wait, I see a commotion. There's a boom, a bang, and a crash. And a steeple of a church is toppling down. What can this be? It's First United Church. Whoop, whoopsie doopsie, and down she goes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now just a moment. I see that this means more changes for Bruce. Yes, I see that he has now become a minister at the new Peninsula United Church. He is starting on another path in his ministry. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, wait a minute. I am receiving a message. Yes, it is coming in loud and clear. It is coming in from someone who has been searching for something. Yes, she's looking for space, for a cold weather shelter. Wait a minute, she's pausing and taking time to make a salad? Oh, very strange. But let's see what kind of message she has for Bruce. Just a moment. It is our Kathy Booth.
Hi, Bruce. It's Kathy Booth. When I wanted to think about how to thank you, I found this perfect symbol, this glass bowl, a beautiful glass bowl. And glass, as you know, is a symbol of transformation and change. And it seems like we have experienced a great deal of change over the last few years. And you've been there to calmly accompany all of us in this refining process. The bowl has a wide open circle, which makes me think of your special gifts in openness, listening to, and accepting others. You've always strived to draw the circle wide. And it's transparent. I've always been so grateful and inspired by your openness and sharing vulnerably about yourself and your faith journey. And you can see that there's some bright images of fruit around the bowl, not only reminding us of your love of food, but also more importantly, the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, kindness, and faithfulness, which you have shared with us. The bowl is fun and lively, and I have so enjoyed your sense of fun and creative visions of third space and so many other ways to enhance and develop our relationship with the Creator. And this bowl also sings, which is another one of the very special gifts you have received and shared with us. And the singing bowl also reminds me of your contemplative side, which has encouraged me to have a deeper connection with God. So now I'll fill this bowl with special foods we have received from Mother Earth for your continuing journey. Spinach for strength and vitality. And strawberries, which have a trifolate leaf, reminding us of the Trinity. There they are, strawberries. They're also fun and joyful, and they symbolize love. Blueberries, which have a pentacle side. It's a 5-starred side. I'm not sure if we can capture that on the video, but there's 5 stars there, and they symbolize earth, air, fire, water, and divine spirit. And they are also a symbol for an optimistic future. So I'll give you lots of blueberries. And plums. They symbolize perseverance, hope, and beauty in adverse experiences, in adverse circumstances, and also the promise of fruitfulness. So here is some plums. Also, I can't forget something sweet and something that tells me how really smart you are. Bruce, some Smarties. And as we shared our great love of candy, I'll give you a little bit, and all things good, I'll give you a little bit of Smarties sprinkled on top. And it also shows my appreciation for your love of everyone and your inclusivity of spirit. Thank you, Bruce. We'll miss you, and sending love to you. Thank you for everything. Bye.
Now, wasn't that delightful? Ooh, but it's made me very hungry. Just a moment. Igor, can you call DoorDash and get them to send over a little nosh? I always find I get peckish when I'm working, and I don't want my stomach gurgling while I'm trying to connect with sounds from my crystal ball. When my crystal ball gets in a huff, she just fogs up. Oh, thankfully today is clear sailing. Oh, but shh! Voices are coming through. It's a gathering of strangely dressed people. It appears to be a choir, and they're singing a song for Bruce. Now, wasn't that delightful? Ooh, but it's made me very hungry. Just a moment. Igor, can you call DoorDash and get them to send over a little nosh? I always find I get peckish when I'm working, and I don't want my stomach gurgling while I'm trying to connect with sounds from my crystal ball. When my crystal ball gets in a huff, she just fogs up. Oh, thankfully today is clear sailing. Oh, but shh! Voices are coming through. It's a gathering of strangely dressed people. It appears to be a choir, and they're singing a song for Bruce.
Dance with the Spirit early in the morning. Dance with the Spirit throughout the long day. Work and hope for a new life reborn, and listen to the Spirit to show you the way. Walk with the Spirit early in the morning. Walk with the Spirit throughout the long day. Work and hope for the new life reborn, and listen to the Spirit to show you the way. Sing with the Spirit early in the morning. Sing with the Spirit throughout the long day. Work and hope for a new life upon it. Listen to the Spirit to show you the way.
Oh, my dears, wasn't that fun? Dance with the Spirit. Oh, never mind. Oh, but I do love it. Unusual outfits, but very good singers. Oh, now just a moment. Another image is appearing in my crystal ball. It appears to be a group of men. Seems that Bruce was a part of something called the Men's Council. Ooh, now doesn't that sound intriguing? But I have heard that what happens in Men's Council stays in Men's Council. But maybe this fellow Don Galloway can give me the lowdown. We shall see.
Good morning. This is Don Piecherry reporting your latest hockey news to PUC. Today we have a special treat when we honor one of our greatest hockey players. And we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll do a little bit of roasting as we go along. This particular message is provided through Madam Zamboni, who has requested these interviews. And first of all, I'd like to acknowledge that we have this wonderful team of PUC rowdies, senior hockey players involved in mayhem on the ice. And let me just run through our roster for you. Best wishes are provided by all of these people to our most illustrious hockey player, nicknamed Mac Hockey. And Mac Hockey, some of you know him as Reverend Bruce, or Reverend Bruce McAndless, or even longer still, Reverend Bruce McAndless-Davis, aka Mac Hockey. Other members of our team include Journeyman Jones, Lightman Layton, Bullet Botsford, Winsome Walker, Hog Heslop, Deeker Deckerf, Ripper Roy, Hat-Trick Hembroff, Zoomer Zwick, Virtuoso Verplank, Tireless Todd, and Go-Go Galloway. All of those key players wish Mac Hockey all the best as he's being traded to another United Church hockey team. We want to acknowledge Mac Hockey's high levels of moral standards and very practical abilities, including being a great cheerleader and confidant to his teammates, being a choir guy, we affectionately call him a choir guy. He's a didactic drummer, a spiritual succor, basically a fine friend, a Celtic student, and a would-be hockey star. And before we close off this happy send-off, I'd like to quote to you Mac Hockey's favorite quote from the book of Gretzky, chapter 2, paragraph 3. Skate to where the puck will be. Let me repeat that again. Skate to where the puck will be. Wonderful, wonderful sage advice from the book of Gretzky. And finally, we want to acknowledge McHockey's humbleness. Very humble man. Every time we see this large man get into his itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny vehicle, we think of his humbleness. Thank you. Thank you very much, McHockey. Good luck. God be with you, and stay in touch. Thank you.
Oh, my Don, you are a little Dickens, aren't you? I heard that in the theological banquet you were identified as an evangelical. So I guess we could say that you're a theatrical evangelical? Oh, I know. Bad joke. Now, I didn't realize that you had to wear such funny costumes or colorful costumes in men's council. But you must have fun. Whatever works, right? Now, everyone, did you notice that Don seemed to be using hockey as a metaphor? Well, that certainly fits in with the ceremony held when Bruce was 1 year old. Now, I neglect to mention that baby Bruce also picked up a hockey stick. Oh, wait a minute. There's another unusual figure in the crystal ball. It could be Glenroy's double. He's wearing a cowboy hat and he's playing guitar and singing. Shh, let's listen.
Hello out there, the Jets prepare. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The wingman trips, it's a broken stick. It's time to score is missed. Then someone roars, it's time to score at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period. Well, some guys dash, and others crash, and others trail behind. They're having fun, they're number one, though a little past their prime. They storm the crease like bumblebees, scatter like a burning flame. They slip and slide, the puck's inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Third period. Jets better get another goal. The Jets regroup, no time to droop. Bruce is on defense. The forward line begins to shine, and things get quite intense. Hello folks, and welcome back. We're in the dying seconds of the third period with the score tied 1-1. Face-off is in the Jets' end. Those Jets engines are really starting to roar, and now they're on the attack. And here they come. The forward line is streaking up the ice. The center passes it to left wing to the right wing, and now they're dipsy-doodling past the blue line. The center is clear, and he spots Bruce near the crease. He lets go a sizzling shot, but oh, it's wide. But no, it's in! Can you believe it? The puck just blasted Bruce on the butt and deflected right into the net. And there you have it. Bruce scores his very first goal on a butt deflection, and the Jets win. Oh, take me where the hockey players, they face off down the rink. They're having fun when the night is done. They're feeling in the pink. When the game is done, who cares who won? It's not about the fame. Their muscles ache, but their fun's at stake at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Go Canucks!
But what an exciting story about Bruce's first goal with his team. I guess that's one time when it's good to get a little behind in the game. Another bad joke. What can I say? But scoring your first goal, oh, what a memorable occasion. It takes me back to the time my sweetheart Gypsy Jack joined the old Bikers Hockey League. Oh my, he was so excited and so hoping for his first goal. Oh, but I knew from the look on his face when he returned home that he hadn't been successful. No goal, no teeth. Oh, but I loved him anyway. But now, okay, back to the crystal ball. Oh, I see that Bruce has been blessed with the gift of singing. Oh, he's standing in front of an audience and he's singing a solo. He's with the Vancouver Orpheus Men's Choir. What a voice! Oh, we must listen.
Old Man River, that old man river, he must know something. But don't say nothing. That old man river, he just keeps rolling I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and scared of dying. The old man river, he just keeps rolling. That old man river, he just keeps rolling. Yes, old man river, he just keeps rolling
Oh, now wasn't that a special moment? Oh, be still my heart. Oh, yes. Yes, that's back to business. Now, wait a minute. Something exciting is happening, and my crystal ball is taking me far away again. I'm going to a place called Arraial in Brazil. We are in a beautiful little church called Nossa Senhora de Ajuda. I hear the voice of an angel. Oh, there is our dear Denise Grant, and she's singing just for Bruce. Oh, how wonderful. Denise, it was so lovely to see you. I can hardly wait to pack my crystal ball and my bikini and fly down to Brazil. Oh, my crystal ball shows many people want to visit you. I just hope you have a lot of guest rooms in your new house. Oh, wait, there is more music coming from my crystal ball. Oh, what a day this is. I see a group of people playing funny little instruments that go plunk, plunk, plunk. It's the Don't Worry, Be Happy ukulele band, and they want to play a song for Bruce.
Here's a little song we wrote, sent Bruce off somewhere remote, so don't worry, be happy. We got a minister who's leaving town, he'll come to church and he won't be found, so don't worry, be happy. Bruce has got a call to Gilmore Park. Our congregation's gonna miss his spark, so don't worry, be happy. There's space, coffee, comforts, hospitality. You help explore our spiritualities. Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
We always knew it wasn't forever. Gilmore Park is a new endeavor. Don't worry, be happy. Bruce's words will be with us for a while, always there to make us smile, so don't worry, be happy. He's a minister who loves to sing. Music happens to be his thing, so don't worry, be happy. Bruce is moving to a church far away, but he'll be back to see us one day, so don't worry,
Bruce, we all want you to
be happy.
Oh, now wasn't that just jolly fun? I'll have to find out if Igor and I could join them. Well, wouldn't you know it, I just happen to have a ukulele right here. Tiptoe through the tulips, through the tulips.
Stop that racket.
Well, that was wasn't very nice, was it? Oh, he's shouting again. No, I haven't stepped on my cat's tail. Really? I think I shall have to look up some spells for smart aleck neighbors. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my crystal ball seems to be fading out. Come on, please, have an energy bar or something. Oh, that's better, that's better. It wants to continue with Bruce's story at Peninsula United. And what better way than to hear from his colleague? It's the lovely Janice Young.
Oh, Bruce, do you remember the good old days of ministry? We'd arrive at the church on Sunday morning to be welcomed by the greeters as they were preparing the congregation to enter through the doors. The choir would be warming up with Denise and Angela. Someone would be placing the flowers, and the techies would be checking the sound system and getting the media shout up on the screen. And we would have our sermons carefully polished and written down on a stack of paper at the pulpit. As we delivered the sermon, we'd look out over the attentive faces of the congregation. Well, we hoped they were attentive. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. Then, holy YouTube, thanks to COVID-19, we were in a whole new strange world. We had to have our sermons polished by Thursday, so we would be ready for the 1 p.m. recording sessions at the church. That was a real adrenaline rush, wasn't it? On one of those first Thursday recording sessions, you printed your sermon in huge font on large pieces of paper, and you taped them to 5 music stands that you had placed behind Denise's iPhone so you could look up at the camera instead of down at the communion table. It was ingenious, but a little clumsy. Thankfully, the next week, Denise downloaded the teleprompter app onto her iPad and introduced us to this wonderful technology. It was a huge leap in our technological prowess, and it saved quite a few stacks of paper. The teleprompter wasn't perfect, though, or maybe the imperfection was in us as we were becoming familiar with how to use it. It led to the creation of quite a few bloopers. Now, I know that I was the main blooperer in the infamous YouTube blooper video, and it's not necessarily because I made more mistakes than you, but because I had more opportunities to make a fool of myself while you were away on sabbatical. But you were able to contribute to the blooper escapades when you returned. Remember the holy fire extinguisher blooper? We created it during the 7-hour marathon of video recording for Christmas Eve. That fire extinguisher was the source of much laughter in those early months of video recording. We often played our own unique version of Where's Waldo by placing the fire extinguisher in odd locations on our worship set for our observant YouTube worship participants to find. Our Thursday worship recording team was small but multi-talented and mighty. It was wonderful to have our faithful team of Denise, Angela, John, Ashley, and you leading the singing each week. You became known as the Stairwell Singers after discovering the beautiful and lively acoustics in the church stairwell, and you created some fabulous anthems there. It was also fun to watch you adding some lively percussion whenever we sang an upbeat hymn. You would be shaking that egg-shaped rattle so hard I thought it would be scrambled by the end of the song. No matter how much fun we had recording the worship, we missed being with the congregation. So we were always so grateful to welcome at least one other person each week, someone who had come to read the scripture or give a report from council or join in singing the hymns. Oh, whoopee, we have a visitor from the congregation. Thankfully, you introduced us to Zoom so we could use our computers to visit with the congregation every Sunday morning at 11 from the comfort of our own homes. Zoom was simple for you, but it was a steep learning curve for the rest of us. So thank you for being so patient with everyone. In your gentle way, you would point out, you're still on mute. We can't see your face. Turn on your video. Oh, now we can only see the top of your head. And we learned from you about the mysteries of breakout rooms and the chat box, screen sharing, and we were even able to answer multiple choice questions during the theological banquet study using the poll feature. You did a fabulous job training our Zoom hosts, our Zekis, as I like to call them. They were well prepared to look after all the technical aspects of the Zoom calls when you went on sabbatical. So those were the days, my friend, and they're coming to an end. And now we get to move into another new style of ministry where we combine in-person worship with our online videos. And you will be taking all of these new things we've learned with you to Gilmore Park United Church. As we embark on this new way of doing worship, I'd be very reluctant to let you go if we hadn't learned so much from you. I know that we are in good hands with all of the gifted people in our congregation and with Alan as our videographer. And I'm grateful to you, Bruce, for your many gifts and for your support and friendship over the past 6 years of working together. I must say that I'm especially grateful for your patience and gentle persistence as you gradually converted me to all things Google. You taught me how to add to our worship schedule on Google Sheets, how to use Google Docs to create the weekly worship script for a recording, and how to share it with the rest of the team on Google Drive. You even taught me how to download the script to the teleprompter, and that's no small feat, my friend. I wonder if we'll ever use that teleprompter again. Bruce, I'm happy for you and excited about your call to Gilmore Park. From my perspective, it's okay for you to go now, as long as it's okay for me to call you or text you when I get into a technological pickle, or any kind of pickle for that matter, because I count you as a colleague and a friend. Bruce, you have been a blessing to us, and you will be a blessing to the congregation of Gilmore Park. In closing, I offer you these beautiful words of blessing from John O'Donoghue, a wise Celtic Christian whom we both admire. Bruce, may your new calling excite your heart and kindle in your mind a creativity to journey beyond the old limits of what was. May this work challenge you toward new frontiers that will emerge as you begin to approach them, calling forth from you the full force and depth of your undiscovered gifts. May the work fit the rhythms of your soul, enabling you to draw forth new ideas and a vision that will inspire others. May you continue to have the grace of encouragement to awaken the gifts in the hearts of those in your new congregation. And may your work assume a healthy space in your life. Instead of owning you or using you, may it challenge and refine you, bringing you every day further into the wonder of your heart. Go in peace, my friend.
Oh, yes, dear Janice, so many changes. Even I would never have predicted that one day we'd be placed in a Zoom room staring at friends in their own little boxes. And then we would magically be whisked away to some place called a breakout room. My crystal ball refuses to participate, and no one is going to mute her. Oh, I see things are fading. I must go and charge my crystal ball. But first I wanted to make another prediction. I know Mayor Walker did cast aspersions on my ability to make predictions, but there is one I can make without any doubts whatsoever. I see that Bruce will be welcomed into his new ministry, and he and his family will continue to be held in God's hand. Oh, and we know, Bruce, that you will make a difference.
Go make a difference. You can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference. You can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. You are the hands of Christ reaching out to those in need. The face of God for all to see. You are the spirit of hope. You are the voice of peace. Go make a difference in the world. So let your love shine on. Let it shine for all to see. Go make a difference in the world. And the Spirit of Christ will be with you as you go. Go Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference. You can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference. You can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world.
Well, that was wonderful. Thanks to everyone who contributed to that. On the theme of thanks, this is the time I want to thank people who have put together today. Every gathering takes a whole lot of people behind the scenes. So I'd like to recognize, and I ask them to stand up, please, the party planning group. That's Susan Zwick, Elizabeth Winkler, Lisa Bannerman, Nikki Ripka, Dawn Galloway, and Carol Monahan. So thanks to those folks. And a special thank you again to Angela Chu for her contributions, and yes, Angela. And the hospitality crew, which I think is the luncheon group. They might be outside, but it's Marilyn Buchanan. Please stand if you're inside. Marilyn Buchanan, Don McWilliam, and Winnie Kowalowicz. Thank you. Now, I'd like to invite Jean Macdonald and Susan Zwick to come up to present Bruce with a gift.
Well, Bruce, you have served us faithfully for more than 7 years, offering us the word, sacraments, and pastoral care.
You have made many friends here.
Your pastoral presence has supported us.
You have given unwavering support to emerging ministries at Third Space.
You have encouraged and empowered us to step up for online worship.
For all of this, you will be missed.
And for all of this, we are grateful.
We have some tokens of affection for you.
We offer them with our love and with our blessing.
We wish you Godspeed on the next steps of your journey. We heard on your wish list was a new stole for the great green growing Sundays of between Pentecost and Advent. Bruce, come up.
Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Can I put it on?
Please do.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And we have another small item.
Thank you. Yeah. Am I allowed to say a few words?
Please do. Go ahead.
You've heard lots from me already today. It has been such a blessing to work with you all and to discover new dimensions of faith and how we live out our faith in so many different ways. Yes, I'll take off my mask. I just want to say especially a big thanks to those who have worked hard in some challenging times to make today happen. We're already in the midst of a difficult, transition at this time, and I was aware as this call came, and I sheepishly decided to accept it, that
nice summer off that some people were planning to have got kind of messed up a little bit. But I'm so grateful to all of you for your affirmation and your kindness and your prayers for us, especially for Karen at this time, has meant a lot to us, and for your very generous gifts and your kindness. Thank you so much.
Yes, Liz, would you please come forward?
Well, I am aware that we're all getting restless and thirsty, but I did want to just say a few words, Bruce. So some of you know that one of the things I enjoy doing is writing Japanese form poetry, and in acknowledgement of your birthplace, I've included some of that in my notes. So what form I'm referring to today is what's called a haibun. And it's a bit of prose where you throw in some haiku in different spots, but there may be a very obscure connection between the two. But it's there on some level that's maybe not always so obvious as the spirit is. So indulge me. When I come to my haiku, I'll give you a little air quotes so you know when I've broken off. So I'm just going to speed on a little bit because of our time, but I was just thinking about your almost 8 years, and I think I sat on every hiring committee that there was, at least 3 or 4 along the way. In each of these discernments, we weighed in on your assets and liabilities, and your assets outweighed, weighed you into our hearts and our minds. Binary logic, the sparrow and the crow share the same branch. I think most people here today are well aware of your many gifts, and many have spoken of your ability to be very present to us when we're faced with difficulty, in grief, in illness, in hard times, in the stress of hard choices. I remember someone saying so clearly, if someone is dying, you want Bruce with you. Your pastoral presence has been gratefully welcomed by many. I also know that you can be present in a big way to share in life celebrations. We at Cafe Church, we're fortunate to experience your capacity to uplift through celebration. You encourage the children to express themselves, to share their offerings, their questions, their insights, their compassion and their passion. You help them grow into wonder and caring in a manner that was fully accepting, not limiting, but rather liberating. You spoke to their souls and entertained them with the liveliness of your own inner child. Paper, rock, scissors. A butterfly flits, then pauses on a crayon rainbow. For the thinkers among us, you also delivered. We look forward to your take on Scripture, your ability to see and share the message of inclusion, hospitality, respect for differences, for God's world, for one another, and for underscoring the Christian imperative to challenge the status quo. You package your messages in a deep faith, a faith in all-loving God, in an all-loving God, and in resurrected lives. You helped us deepen our faith while broadening our minds. Toehold to foothold, the way of the mountain lined with lupin. At Third Space, you lived the radical hospitality that we espouse. Strangers entered, wary eyes, scanning for danger, uncertain and afraid, and you welcomed them, putting them at ease, recognizing their courage, listening deeply for untold stories, offering respect and hope and community. Your passion for building a space where the More Voices hymn, All Are Welcome, was fully lived into, and great coffee offered. Off-key, the piano's yellowed ivories still remember his favorite hymns, dog-eared. While we are sad at you leaving us, we are grateful for the time we had. You've been a steady, passionate presence during these years of transition. You've held us, as you reminded us we are always held. Our gratitude will be sustenance in the choices that lie before us. We believe that our relationship with you has been transformative for you and for us. We will miss you as you grow into our new identity and you into yours. Evensong, in the alpenglow, the bushes fall quiet. Blessings on you and your new congregation. And I welcome you to come up and get another couple of gifts. Oops. One of them might have just fallen out on my way here. First of all, this is from Third Space. This is our little photo book for you. And Angela very kindly put together a memory stick full of greetings from the congregation to add to this, and as well as some written stuff that came.
Oh.
And it didn't fit on a regular size card, so I put it on this.
Now that's a massive card. Look at that. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll get you your tape in a minute. I just left it in my purse. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I think we're ready to close. I'll just invite Janice to give a short blessing and say grace. And following that, without any further announcements, we invite you to come out to the parking lot for sandwiches and goodies.
Blessings, blessings abound. Many words have been said. Let's just take a moment to imagine all of those blessings in the air around us and take our hands and gratefully receive them into our hearts. For the blessings of this congregation, for the blessings that Bruce has shared with us over these years, for the blessings that you have given him that he will take. We give you thanks, O God. And now we give you thanks for the sun which has come out to grace this day. And we ask that the blessing on all of the food that has been prepared would nourish our bodies and our spirits. Amen.